Hi, Mike Burris here with Spirit Music Meetups. We are on the holiness page, and we talked about what holy means in blog topic 1. But one of the things that holiness means is pure or unmixed. It's not just, it's set apart and separated, consecrated. That's the main reason. That's the main definition of this. But we can look up, for instance, we can go into Bible Hub, or actually, let's just go look up in Bible Gateway. In the English Standard Version, we'll just look up the word holy, and I'm going to look up the Greek, and I'm just going to go click on New Testament, and we'll just look at Matthew 1:20. And so I'll go to Bible Hub, and we'll just say Matthew. I'm just going to put in Matthew 1:20. There we go. I'm sorry, I have a little slow. Matthew 1:20. And we're just going to go Matthew 1:20. And we are going to go down and look at the interlinear and look for the word holy. It's at the very end of that verse. So that's the Greek hagios, and that is Strong's number 40. And we look at hagios. Hagios says here, and you can look at blog topic 1, but here it says properly means different or unlike. Yeah, it's unlike everything else. It has an otherness. It's separate. It's consecrated. It's dedicated. And so it has a likeness of the Lord, not our nature. It's different from the world. The fundamental core meaning of hagios means different. So you have the temple in the first century that Jesus was preaching in was holy because it was different from the other buildings, right? And it was set apart, consecrated to God as a house of prayer. But they turned it into a den of thieves and robbers. And actually, it was simply a marketplace. They tried to bring business in and around a place that was dedicated for prayer. So they tried to use it for a different purpose. So technical meaning means different from the world because it is like the Lord. It is something that is set apart. It is distinguished. It is distinct. It is different. It is other. It is an other, has otherness. So it has a lot of uses, but that's its essential meaning. The meaning number 4, the very last meaning, is, in a moral sense, pure. Well, it can be used of sacrifices and offerings because they're prepared or set apart for God with a solemn ritual. They are to be made clean, pure, clean, washed, clean. So in a moral sense, it means pure, sinless, upright, righteous, and has that idea. But it's basically to purify. So we could look at the Greek, we could look at the verb. See, that's the noun. And we look at the verb to make holy. So where is the verb? Well, what we can do is go back to Bible Gateway and then just look at make holy. That's one way to do it, right? and you shall make holy. All right, so New Testament, this is how the Lord leads me a lot of times. That didn't really help. So I'm going to just go into DuckDuckGo and say Greek verb to make holy. And it's hagiazo, which is, all right, Bible Hub, hagiazo. And I just click on it. See how fast that is? Hagiazo is the verb for the word hagios, holy. To regard as special or sacred. To set apart. To sanctify. There's a special word, to sanctify. To consecrate. To dedicate. To make separate. To render or acknowledge. To be hallowed, like hallowed be thy name, venerated, right? That's another, it means to separate things from things that are common or profane. Thus, to dedicate or consecrate to God, to make clean, is to make, the unclean was the common or the common or profane. So you don't want to profane God's name. That's to treat it common, and that's cuss words. So to purify, to cleanse externally, to purify Levitically according to the law, to purify by expiation, that is freeing from the guilt of sin, that's uses sacrifices, sacrifices. So you see how this is used in many ways. And context always tells you how it's used. So we know what hagios means. And so I think I'm going to we're going to explore sin, but we're going to explore that as the impurity, right? The unclean. We're going to do that on another video. So I'm going to hang up here, keep it short, so you can add what you want onto this about your understanding of pure and clean and undefiled and what holiness is, all right? God bless you. Bye-bye.